pretty much the gradation road done with. Just got to get to Torquay. I'm not 100% sure where I am now. I'm past Lorne. There's a bit of a lighthouse over there, but you're not allowed to. You got to walk half a kilometre up the hill to get to it, because there's a sign that says no standing. But it's on its stand, so I guess it is standing. So that sign's not correct. There is standing here. So anyway, I was only here for a few minutes. I don't think the world's going to stop spinning. Hello. Anyway, got caught talking to the camera. Feel like a dill. Made it to Barwon Heads, which is, I think, where they filmed some ABC TV show back in the day. I can't think of the name of it now for the life of me. I think this is where wealthy people from Melbourne come to spend their weekends so they can pretend they don't live in Melbourne. I don't know if that's true. I just made that up. Yeah, across there is the ferry, which will take me across to the Mornington Peninsula. So I'm going to head there shortly, and yeah, it'll be the other side of the bay. What's it called? Port Phillip Bay, and I won't have to drive to Melbourne, which is a bonus in my book. Oh, and the bike, I think, needs another wash. It's all these dirt roads haven't done it any favours. It's looking a bit second-hand. Especially that bit in there, very gritty. It's a good thing it hasn't got a chain, because it'd be very unhappy. Something to be said for shaft drive. kilometres away, but it takes half an hour because you sit still for a long time doing not much, for reasons I don't understand, but anyway. One last night. It's 3 now, as you can see, and I should have probably put my seat inside because it's all frosted up. It's bloody cold. I'm in Balnarring, of all places. Hard to explain, but anyway, it's on the Mornington Peninsula. But you've got to have a look at this motel room. I'll actually show you the outside first. It's pretty innocuous on the outside, but maybe you see the inside. It's just magnificent. Look at this arrangement above the bed here. I'm not quite sure what that's about. And the lights. I'll turn that off, you'll be able to see that. Look at that. That is, you just don't see quality like that. A little bedside sign. And then the piece de resistance. This thing. And then if you want to use it, you've got to pay an extra $70 to have a bath. So, quite sure why you would do that. Quite a bit of rattan. Do like a bit of rattan. FB, which is nice. And pretty standard bathroom arrangement. Check this out. Knots. So that's handy. It's always nice to know your knots. Welcome to Poo Wong. It's a strange name for a town, but where my old man grew up, so I thought I'd better come and check it out. See what's changed since he was here. Probably not much. I don't think much has changed. Anyway, it's a nice place. Pretty quiet little country town, but beautiful countryside. Good, farming country. Anyway, I don't think Poo Wong Motors is in business anymore. I think they might have shut up shop a few years ago. In fact, I think a lot of the places around here have shut up shop. Welcome to the Western Port Hotel where I stayed last night. I can't in good conscience recommend it. The rooms themselves are fine, but they're typical pub rooms, but $110, no bathroom. The bathroom's terrible. Just like a couple of shower cubicles in the middle of the dunnies, so you just basically get nuded up and then get into the shower. Someone comes in for a piss and you're standing there and they're all together. So freezing cold, no air conditioning, no heating, no cooling, no fan. Plus there was a band that was situated directly underneath my room that played for 3 hours. The earplugs worked fairly well, but the bed, I'm sure the bed moved a couple of inches. Good band, but you don't really want a band directly underneath your bed. You may as well have it in the room with you. So can I recommend the Gulfport, what is it? The Western Port Hotel? No, I cannot. 0 stars. The actual town itself is fine. Had a good coffee this morning just over there at Beamed. Got coffee there and breakfast. Very good, very pleasant, happy days. So it's not a complete loss down here. So anyway, now I'm going to head over that bridge and check out Phillip Island. I mean, I used to live here, so I will know pretty well, but go and see what's changed. Oh, and if you're wondering why I parked on the footpath, I got sick of carting my shit all the way around to the muddy, horrible car park around the back of the pub where I was instructed I had to park. And make sure I don't block any cars in, I was told by the rather curt woman that signed me in yesterday. So I tried to avoid blocking any cars in, so I did my best. Yeah, anyway, I won't be back to trouble them. I'm crazy. Melbourne over there, and that's as close as we're going to get. Visiting some friends tonight in Malvern or Brighton. Malvern, I think. Staying in Brighton and then heading out of town tomorrow after I'm catching up with someone else in St Kilda. So I won't be going anywhere near the city, thank goodness. But it is cold and windy, bloody windy. All the windsurfers are out. Some new sport where you don't have a mast, you just get the sail bit and just cling onto it in your bare hands. Looks stupid. Oh yeah, no, they're on some kind of aerofoil. Or I suppose it's not an airfoil, is it? What do you call it? Hydrofoil. They're on some kind of hydrofoil. So there's always some new way for people to spend their money. Anyway, we'll catch up with you tomorrow. That'll be it for today. Good morning. So I've escaped from Melbourne. I'm now out at the Maroondah Reservoir lookout. I've just come through Healesville and I'm heading up towards Alexandra and then onto a special location which will be revealed in due course. Had an excellent evening last night catching up with friends in Melbourne, the Brashes in Malvern. Malvern East or East Malvern. I can't remember. It's very nice. Caught up with another old friend this morning for breakfast in Albert Park, and that was good. So it's been a real caught up with quite a few people in Melbourne. It's been great. But I'm happy to be out of the city. I won't say it was fun getting out of Melbourne, but I'm out now. I still need to give the bike a bit of a wash. It seems to be getting dirtier by the day. can't come through this part of Victoria and not pay a visit to Bonnie Doon. And it just doesn't get any better than this. I mean, how is the Serenity? And there are the power lines right there. I can't imagine. Why was it so cheap? Oh, hang on a sec. It's my phone. Sorry. Yo. Yeah, mate. Yeah, what's he asking? No, hang on. Offer him $3.50. Alright. Cheers, mate. Bye. Sorry about that. I'll edit that bit out. Well, I found the big Ned Kelly, and it's pretty good too. Got a big shooter and everything. And this is in Glenrowan. Of course, it's in Glenrowan. Not bad. I have arrived in New South Wales. I'm in Albury, of the famous Albury-Wodonga. The Albury half is the New South Wales half. Now, I haven't got a photo of the sign that says welcome to New South Wales, because New South Wales, in their magnificence, their genius, their brilliance, they've put the sign on the side of the highway, but they've left about 1 foot of road, so no way to actually pull over and get a photo of the sign, which ruins my set of border crossing signs. The Victorian sign, which is on the opposite side of the road, they've put a little sort of bump in on the side of the road, so you've got room to pull off and, you know, take your stupid photo. New South Wales have done no such thing. So they've made life, they've basically ruined the entire trip. So thanks for that, New South Wales. So now I don't have the complete set, which is annoying as shit, but anyway, nothing I can do about it. Anyway, I'm going to track down a cheap motel and spend the evening in Albury. I have dispensed with Victoria. I left this morning, I left the middle of Melbourne, Albert Park, at 10 o'clock after I finished breakfast with my mate Robbo, and I was in New South Wales by 4:05 or 4:10. So I've chaffed through all of Victoria in 6 hours. One more state to deal with, which is New South Wales, and once I get through New South Wales, I will be back in Queensland, where I started from. Another 4 or 5, 6 days and I'll be home, depending on how windy a route I take through New South Wales, and I've got a fairly windy route planned. I'll see you later once I've chosen a cheap motel. Now normally I wait till the morning to give you a tour, but I just can't wait to show you this room. It's outstanding. Let me first show you the outside. It's pretty charmless. But I mean, look at that door. It's got kookaburras. We've got 1, 2, 3 different kinds of tiles, so that's nice. But this is the deluxe room. So there was a basic for $90, or the deluxe, sorry, 95, or the deluxe for 110. So I've gone deluxe. And I also, he asked me if I wanted a view, and I said I did. So this is I've got the blockwork view. It's about 11 degrees outside, 11 or 12. I think my camping days on this trip might be over. I think, unless it warms up, it's got to be at least 14 or 15, I think, before I start camping again. It's just too bloody cold and I'm too soft, so. Fix this. Good morning. Welcome to the Model Pub. Is it there? There it is. There used to be one of these up in Queensland near me, but now it's some big purple and yellow monstrosity. I tried to have another go at the New South Wales entry sign on the freeway this morning because there was a bit more room on the side of the road, but it looked like a good opportunity to get run over and killed, so I went straight past that one as well. So I'm just going to have to accept that as a loss. Anyway, on to Wagga Wagga and then Junee. I know it's Wagga Wagga, but it's more fun to say Wagga Wagga. And then Bathurst this afternoon with any luck. Train line. Train line. So I saw a sign that says rail spiral lookout, and I thought, well, that sounds mildly interesting. I'll have a look at that. So I guess what's happening is the train's going under the tunnel, comes out over there somewhere, does a big lap around there, and comes back this way and continues on there. There's a similar one on the Lions Road out west of Brisbane, which I've been to before, and it's mildly interesting if you're into trains, which I'm not really. And I have to admit, I did jump the fence. I'm a naughty boy. You couldn't really see much behind the fence, so. Actually, I didn't jump the fence. What am I saying? That's crazy. I wouldn't do that. I found the proper lookout. I didn't even see it as I rode in. I went straight past it. Anyway, you get a much better view from here. Tunnels are always interesting. Who doesn't like a good tunnel? have a look at the Japanese gardens in Cowra. Last time I came here it was free, but that admittedly was quite a long time ago. But it's now $18 if you want to go in and have a look at the gardens. And I don't know about you, but $18 to look at some plants is a bit beyond my budget. Anyway. Well, this needs no introduction. I've come to Mount Panorama because if you're in this area you just have to. It's mandatory. So anyway, I've gone reverse direction just to annoy people coming the other way, and it seems to have had the desired effect. I've got some strange looks, so I'm quite pleased with that. But I will go round the right way, maybe tomorrow. It is ridiculously tight. It's a 60 km/h speed limit, but you have to slow down on most of the tight corners. There's no way I'm going around at 60 with this bus. We'll cruise around the rest of it and see what we can see. I lost some weight. I've seen some pretty big fruit bowls. I apologise, Victoria. Imbricky tip. Roger's driving.